The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. They find some open field here. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
On the ready.
Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step by step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Goodness
defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Green. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Cody. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
Here we
So
go.
from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted,
here we go.
On the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. Right through.
Operating from the gun, Cody. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it. And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Garabay's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Joseph. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In motion goes the tight end. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand. and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now the throw here to his running back, finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Ready.
Off play action, Cody. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And mark him at the 5. They'll run on first down. Terrell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. So nothing doing there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Down. Fight. White. Green Jack. Ready.
On 4th down, Cody. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the the second half is now underway.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Okay, Frank. 6, 7.
On first and 10, Cody. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Cody. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Field blue. Ready?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college. His playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he was getting away to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Ready,
So now
ready.
it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. On third down, Terrell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 18 now. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful.
Ready,
this one
break.
backfires for a turnover.
Black
on
shot.
downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what
On
they're
the ball.
doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
And last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Blue striker. Jet.
Off play action. Cody. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's go now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. Special teams
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
but somehow They're still behind in the game.
On the
I
ball.
would expect
On the
all
ball.
of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the
Right
lead.
through.
Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on
Here
the
we
scramble,
go.
but still, some
Black
positive
ultra.
yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And that's complete to Adams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well timed. I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about timeout on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them.
Here we go.
Able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Red, yellow, red.
To throw on second down. Cody. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Yellow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Green Jack. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Cody. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 19-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Cody. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw here. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards,
Ready,
but also
ready.
getting to it before
Double
the hands
38.
team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Edo blue.
On 1st down, Cody got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense